Then comes this bitch.
Hi girlies, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. I guess I'm just a part of this influencer lifestyle now, you know? Any brands that want to sponsor me yet? I'm on my third video. So today's story time is about my time on La Voz Kids, which is basically a spin-off of The Voice. It's like the Spanish spin-off, but it's like with little kids. So when I was about 12 to 13 years old, I was living in Maputo, Mozambique, which is a country in the southern hemisphere of Africa, actually right next to South Africa. I've been singing since I was like 8 or 9 years old when I lived in Zambia, and I was actually on my first TV show in Zambia called Kid Star. You can actually see it on YouTube, it's so embarrassing. When I moved to Mozambique, that's when I started singing more publicly. I would just do like every single talent show. Like I would just do anything just to get up and perform. I was like the singer bitch. Like I would be asked by my school to sing at every graduation, the national anthem, and which I bodied, by the way. I wish I had a video. If anybody has a video of that, please send it to me. But I was feeling a little unfulfilled. I really wanted to do more. So my sister sent me an email for like a casting call for a show called La Voz Kids. And I was like, oh my God, like this is it. Like I'm gonna be a reality TV star. I was so excited. I sent over my audition. Maybe like a month later, I got a call back from one of the producers and was like, congratulations, you made it onto La Voz Kids. And I literally was just so speechless. I didn't even know what to say. I was so excited to like leave. I was so happy to get to leave school because I was kind of sick of it at the moment. The show was shot in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios at like one of their main stages inside the park, or like right next to the park. So my mother and I got flued out. I don't know why they decided to give us like 5 layovers. We ended up going from Mozambique to Johannesburg to Senegal to New York and then to Orlando. So they had all the contestants in this hotel right next to City Walk, like this giant resort. At first, it was kind of like a big music camp with a ton of kids. They would have these like buffets for everybody every single day. There was a pool and a water slide and like all these like fun festivities. And a lot of people were acting like it was a vacation, but not me, baby. I did not fly more than 10,000 miles just to order room service and slide down a water slide. You know, I came, I was ready to focus. I was ready to get on that stage and show the girls who the main bitch is. You know, I met a few friends here and there, but at the end of the day,
this is a competition. This is not America's Next Top Best Friend.
I actually did make so many friends that I still talk to this day. Shout out Liza and Nico and everybody else's names I can't remember right now. But so the show is basically broken down into auditions, live performances, and then like the finale. So the judges this season were Natalia Jimenez, which is this singer from Spain, and then it was Prince Royce, who, wow, he was fine, but he didn't really seem like interested at all. I mean, like of course, he was really just there for the check, like, and you could totally see that. And then Roberto Tapia, which was actually my coach for this season.
Unfortunately, I had to take the audio off these videos that I worked so hard to edit. Thank you to Talpa_ The Voice Kids. You got your little shout out, baby. You and your fucking copyright infringement, bitch. You don't own shit, bitch. Fuck you, you old, dusty, raggedy bitch. Oh, like you're just so mad, baby. You know why you're mad, baby? Because this is content, baby. Like people want to watch, baby. Like worry about your own bag. Worry about your own monetization, okay? Okay, whatever. Anyways, this is them asking me where I'm from, and I'm saying like, oh, Nicaragua and Peru, but I grew up in Africa, like blah, blah. And then this is Roberto Tapia basically telling them why they should have chose me because I'm a bad bitch and I'm really good at singing. And that's it.
I wanted more of like a female ballad, but of course, I was a boy at the time, and I guess they were deciding to stick to gender roles, even though I had the range for more. They would really make me push this storyline about like being from Africa, and like, I'm not even from Africa. And also, they wouldn't even let me specify the country that I lived in because they said, no, nobody's gonna understand that. Nobody's gonna know where that is. Just say Africa. Okay, but why not just educate people then? You know, like what's wrong with the geography lesson? Maybe that's why our public school systems are in the trash, because people don't know where things are. So a reminder that everything on this show was scripted. All the critiques that the judges had were like written the day before during like the dress rehearsal. I passed the auditions. I made it through to the next round. Some of the kids don't even get to audition, even though they made it through the auditions because they just cut them or there wasn't enough time or whatever. But they really do have kids that they prioritize. Luckily, I was one of them. this is a competition, baby. There's not room for everybody. Ooh. Let's just say that. After the auditions, I flew back to Mozambique, and I was low-key shook because a couple of people in grades above me were like congratulating me. People who I'd never even talked to, people I was like terrified of, that I would refuse to even walk by because I didn't want to get bullied. But I was just kind of like, whatever, like now that a bitch is on, like, ho, okay, right. A lot of you bitches are fake.
First they love you, then they switch. Yeah, they switch like faggots.
I remember having to watch my audition online on telemundo.com because for cable we had DSTV, which did not have Telemundo at the moment. I was in my computer room with a big computer monitor all by myself, headphones plugged into the computer monitor. I was so nervous because I had never seen it before, and I knew how nervous I was, so I didn't know if my voice was shaky. I am my #1 critic. Like, I critique everything. I think I did good. Now, reminder, this was before I was classically trained. I was still trained, but just not classically. I had a much better music teacher when I moved to California when I was 15 for art school. I remember looking at my Instagram and it flooding with followers. That was the thing that we were all so excited about. We were all going to be like looking at our phones the second our auditions come on the TV, and like all the little followers that came on Instagram and Twitter, and ooh, we were just like, yes, I'm ready to become Instagram famous, bitch. So a couple of weeks go by and it's time to go back to Orlando. I was so happy to get to miss school again. That year I missed so much that after that I ended up just leaving that school, the American International School of Maputo. Shout out. I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate it. Like, it was cute. It was definitely an experience, but like overall, the homophobia and heteronormative behavior that I had to try to emulate to not, you know, stick out too much wasn't cute. That's the part that I really didn't enjoy. And yeah, and a lot of you bitches were fake. So I finally got my audition song, and it was none other than Best Song Ever by One Direction. Now, for my audition song, I sang No One by Alicia Keys, and my repertoire was more like Nina Simone, Etta James, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Mariah, Adele, Christina, Whitney. So I really felt like I could not showcase my range with this song, but you know, I had to add little runs here and there and make it a little higher here and there so I could really, you know, give the girls something, because the song was very like, there was this one group of girls that got to sing Crazy in Love, and I was so jealous because I was like, I have the range, like that is my song. They were trying to brand me as this like cute little boy band type, and I remember everybody on Twitter calling me Zayn and saying I look like Zayn. Oh, Zayn, sweaty, I'm so sorry. I've always been the most feminine, flamboyant little gay person. Even as a boy, I was still that girl, you know what I mean? I was freaking out because I knew I had to like mask it up for camera, and I was not sure if I could pull it off, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. I had to get in character. I tried my hardest to play straight. So I'm grouped with these two little boys. Let's call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Now, Thing 1 was this white boy from like Las Vegas. He was like, I don't know, 13 years old, but he acted like 7. Don't even get me started on how bad his Spanish was. This show was meant for Hispanic kids, but this little boy was gringo, like gringo, you know what I mean? I think his like 4th cousin or something was Mexican, but he was white. Like, he was bologna mayonnaise sandwiches white. Am I being too overly critical? I did not like this kid because he was overly delusional. He was always flat, always pitchy, he was basically tone deaf. He would always do the most extra annoying riffs.
Like, I don't know much about fighting, but I know. That's now.
No. Thing 2 was this cute little Puerto Rican kid. His dad and him were so nice. And he was just a kid, so he wasn't really taking it too seriously. Thing 2 was a much better singer than Thing 1, but he still had a lot of growing to do. I was 13 years old at the time, but at this point I have been used to performing, and I was very serious, and they just wanted to fuck around. I had to take initiative of the group. I had to channel both Matthew Knowles and Beyonce in one. They would never listen to me, so I would always have to keep them in check.
Some people just don't want to work some days and do, and when you're in a group, it just sometimes clashes.
I would get really pissed in the studio when they wouldn't listen to me. Harmonizing with them was a struggle. Like, I would be here, and then the other kid would be here, and then the other one would be like right over there.
Why are you down there?
We only ever talked to Roberto Tapia like 2 times when we were filming the live performance and when we had to film like a fake practice. But I spent a majority of my time locked in my hotel bathroom, reading over my lyrics, singing my song over and over and over again. We did have vocal coaches. There were 3 vocal coaches that they would group a bunch of kids with, but they were no help. We only met with them twice, so you were kind of on your own. They kind of set me up to win from the beginning, and everybody knew that. A bunch of other contestants and moms and people would basically, like, they knew that I had this in the bag. So the group challenge comes, and I was so happy to finally get rid of these kids.
And here we go fucking again. Again, no fucking audio.
Fucking put a hand on me, I'ma fucking rip your face off, bitch.
Yeah, so basically no audio. Basically, you know, we're doing a little chant, and then this is me arriving onto the stage, and they're like, oh my god, welcome Diego Revilla desde Africa. Like, again, playing up that Africa storyline, baby. Like, ugh, like, y'all are so irritating. Like, why can't y'all just say fucking Mozambique? Like, that's where I live. Like, Africa's a continent with 50 plus countries, baby. Like, that's so fucking broad. Like, y'all are so dumb. Ugh. And then basically this is us performing, doing our little thing, looking cute or whatever. I really wish you guys could hear this, because this performance, like, my vocals were so good. Like, y'all need to go watch. But yeah, Roberto Tapia is just building up suspense, and then he announces that I win, and you can see thing 1 is so hurt in the face.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oh my god, he was so bitter. Like, girl, you really thought you was gonna win, girl, against me? Really? With those pipes? Oh, baby.
Bye, bro, bitch. Bye, hoe.
So after the group challenge, I flew back to Mozambique again. The episode comes out, and I started getting a lot of attention from like 15-year-old girls who started fangirling over me. I had like little stands, and they would call themselves the Diego Naders. And I actually still have a couple like fan accounts this day, like on the internet somewhere. It's so embarrassing. At this point, I was so sick of living in Mozambique. I was sick of the people. I was maybe close with like 5 people. Like, I really had like maybe like 3 people that I really fucked with and really rode for me. I was always alone, like practicing. I just wanted to get back to rehearsing. I really fell in love with the process, and I hated when I had to be taken out of that environment and go back to like regular life. So this was a live round. They gave me my song immediately. They gave me this random song in Spanish called Lo que tú necesitas by Alex Sintek. I had met a vocal coach through another contestant there, but she lived in Miami. So we would Skype every day, either 7 a.m. my time or 7 p.m. my time. And every single day it was vocal warm-ups. We practiced the song, practiced the staging. I had all these little concoctions and remedies to clear my throat. For 6 months straight, all I drank was like olive oil and apple cider vinegar and hot tea with lemon, pineapple juice. So I finally went back for the live rounds, and this is when I really got serious, and you could tell nobody was there to fuck around. So we're down to like the final 15. I was rehearsing every single day, 24/7, nonstop. I hated the outfit that they put me in for my performance. They were just some like hammer time pants. The bomber jacket was like cute, but it just like was like overly baggy. And the stylist for that show, like, God bless her heart, she was so nice, but baby.
Honestly, no. Fuck that old bitch. How are you a stylist with no style, boo? Make it make sense.
They were giving me backup dancers for this song, which I was so excited about. But of course, the second the song comes on, I felt like I totally forgot all the movement, and I think I like wasn't at my mark. I was a couple steps behind, and I was like really, really nervous.
And here we go again. No audio. Thank you to copyright. Low-key, I'm glad y'all can't hear this, because this was by far like my least favorite performance. I just embellished the song way too much and added way too many runs that like were not controlled, and then multitasking by like, you know, doing the movement and of course like hitting all the notes at the same. Like, I found it very difficult to do that. Like, it just did not come naturally. Yeah.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
When they sent me home, I was so pissed, because I thought like there were so many other worse kids that could have gone home. And I was like, like, give me another song, please. Like, let me show y'all what I can do. This was my only performance that I was not proud of, because I was very frustrated. I did not like the song. I was happy to have backup dancers. I hated my outfit. But I wanted something more like diva-licious, more fierce. Like, I wanted to really like, I don't know, like show the girls how it's done, and I just felt so restricted. But I did all that I could. Anyways, girls, that is my story time about my time on La Voz Kids. Telemundo, please don't sue me. I didn't really say anything bad, did I? It was definitely quite an experience. I'm really glad I did it. I definitely want to do reality TV again, but I want to do something that really showcases my personality, because I think that would be really fun, and I think I'd totally turn into a meme like overnight. Is that really an accomplishment though? Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm probably going to switch it up, give you guys some more new content, like, I don't know, just like random fun shit. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, Twitter and Instagram at _devious, DEEVIOUS. Bye, bitches. Ciao, Bella.
Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny.